Hi friends, it's Wendy here. I'm sitting in my kitchen. I've just made this batch of vegan banana muffins as part of my Full Moon Magic concert, and I just shared the recipe and how to make them with my wonderful patrons. But I thought I'd take the time whilst I'm sitting here to talk about the Virgo full moon. And I guess this is my altar. I have a statue of the goddess Hestia. I have a single burning candle flame, and I have these muffins which were made consciously and in ritual, honouring the energies of earth, the transformative energies of how fire and earth can work together. A few quick insights about the Virgo full moon. On the zodiac, Virgo sits opposite Pisces. So Pisces opens us up to the spiritual world. That's Pisces is mutable water, opens us up to spirit and to feel the flow and the interconnectedness for all. And then Virgo, the opposite sign, so on the full moon, as we know, the moon is always in the exact opposite sign to the sun, so that Pisces sun is beaming its light onto the face of the full moon, and that full moon is in Virgo. Virgo is mutable earth. So we have mutable water as Pisces, mutable earth as Virgo. So this is earth that wants to change. And we might think that earth is just solid and unchanging and like a rock. But in fact, earth is changing all the time. It's always mutable, whether that's a plant growing, whether it's rocks eroding or volcanoes making new rocks or whatever it is. Everything on earth is in a state of change and of flux. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes, as Starhawk says about the great goddess. Mutable earth, earth that wants to move. Well, I think that the way that the Virgo energy honors this mutable earth quality is through ritual. Virgo energy helps us to ritualize our lives. Virgo is the priest and priestess of the zodiac. In making these muffins, I entered into a state of ritual of transforming things that weren't edible into things that were. I brought consciousness to the ingredients that I chose, organic ingredients, wholesome ingredients, knowing that what I create here is creating my body right now. So this consciousness to the physical world, that's part of the gift of Virgo. Virgo is very strongly aligned with the goddess Hestia, I believe anyway. And Hestia is the Greek equivalent of the Roman goddess Vesta. And Vesta was the goddess in charge of maintaining the sacred temple flame. So this Hestia energy helps us to maintain our own inner flame. What daily rituals and mindfulness do we need to bring to our lives to keep our unique flame alive, and to remember that we do have that flame of spirit within us. Each and every one of us has that flame of spirit within us. Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, and we can then see the association with the gods Hermes, Mercury. So you've got that really clever, sharp mind of the mercurial energy and the shape-shifting energy and the communicative energy. Gemini being ruled by Mercury as well, and that communicative energy with Gemini, mutable air. So you've got two mutable signs ruled by Mercury. Makes sense. He's a shapeshifter god. He can move between realms. The Gemini energy of mutable air helps us to communicate through talking, through sharing, through ideas. Virgo's communication is more to do with the acts of ritual, with ritualizing our lives. Doesn't have to be formal ritual, like only to be done at the full moon. We can bring ritual and consciousness and mindfulness to every aspect of our lives and remind ourselves of this bright and sacred flame that burns within us. This song is called Your Soul is a Lantern in the Dark. And I think this is applicable for the Virgo energy because in the same way that Hestia and Vesta and her priestesses, who were known as the Vestal Virgins, the priestesses in charge of keeping the flame of the city alive, it's our job, and Hestia is here to help us keep our flame alive. Your soul is a lantern in the dark, this internal lantern that never goes out. A reminder, I wrote this for a friend 20 years ago. brighter than the soul that burns in you, than the soul that burns in you. Down in your deepest cave, I've seen you hiding, trying to be brave, and I've seen you cry, brave enough to feel a heart that is beating, opens to reveal your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul, your soul, oh, your soul is a lantern in the dark. Hope will return again, rise like the phoenix, naked from the flame, burn away the old, liberate the new. Tell me, my sister, is there more that I can do? Please tell me if there's more that I can do. Your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul, your soul, oh, your soul is a lantern in the dark. That reminder, each of us has our lantern in the dark, our own internal guiding light. And if we slow down, if we take time to simply connect and be mindful in the moment, then it brings us closer into alignment with that everlasting fire of our soul. So I wish you a very beautiful Virgo full moon, a very sacred. Think of ways that you can bring more ritual to your own life, whatever it might be. For me, it's following the phases of the moon and going for daily walks and connecting with nature. For you, it might be something very, very different. But any way that you can bring daily ritual and bring a sense of the sacred to the everyday, to the mundane, to the earth plane, and remember that earth is just as sacred as sky, that spirit is in everything. That's what Virgo teaches us, to tend our gardens, the gardens of our own souls as well, to keep that flame alive by nurturing it with focus, with awareness, with pattern, with ritual. I'm going to eat one of these muffins. If you'd like to know how to make them, then head to my Patreon page. Sign up for just $3 a month is the opening tier for my membership, and you'll get a full moon concert every month and so much more. And this month I make these muffins, and they're pretty cool and really delicious and really easy, and I'll teach you how. Blessed be.